Hello friends, do you think that CSIR-Net JRF is too difficult to crack? But what if I told you you can crack it in just 6 months of focused preparation, that too with a good rank? Hi, my name is Jasmine and I have done my masters in plant science and I have recently cleared CSIR-Net JRF exam with all India rank of 109, that too in preparation of just 6 months. So in this video I'm just going to share whatever I did in this 6 months and that might also help you. So let's just begin. So the first thing is reality check. I definitely believe that you can clear CSIR-Net JRF exam, but the time that you need to clear it varies from person to person. To actually know if you can pull this off in just 6 months or maybe you need more time, what you have to do is like take any previous year question paper of CSIR-Net JRF and attempt it in 3 hours of the time and calculate your marks. If you like get 50 to 60 marks or more than that, you have high chances that you can clear it in 6 months of the time. If you score below that, you still can clear it in 6 months, but you will have to put in more effort. If you want to do it easily, you should give it one more year. Okay, moving on to the next thing, you should take coaching or do self-study, or maybe you should take help from YouTube. What should you do? Okay, so thing is, you can definitely clear it with self-study, but that will take a lot of time. If you want to clear it in less time, you should definitely go for the coaching. Personally, I took coaching from IFS online. You can take any coaching, whether it's online, offline, or whatever it is. You can take any online coaching such as IFS, PW, Unacademy, Pathfinder Academy, any that suits you and your budget. I personally took IFS and I highly recommend that because whatever they taught, I studied only that and I could see all that in the exam. If by any chance you decide to take coaching from IFS, then please use my referral code. It will give you 30% discount, and definitely this video is not sponsored because nobody is sponsoring me with this number of subscribers. But so the answer to this is you should definitely take coaching, any coaching that you like, because you study whatever is relevant to the exam and you don't lose your focus. So definitely go for the coaching if you can. Otherwise you can definitely do the self-studying, but for that you have to read the standard books and then you have to consult from Pathfinder as well, and that takes a lot of time. If you have to read the books yourself, it will take a lot more time. However, it's not like that you cannot do it without coaching. You can definitely do it, but it's more you have to put in just more effort. Now talking about books or not, so definitely I took the online coaching, so I didn't buy any books and I studied from their material. But there is one book that is must to buy, is that 10 years previous year question papers book. I personally bought this one. This is from IFS itself. You can buy any that has at least past 10 years questions. This one is also really good. It has like previous 13 years question papers. The questions are divided like subject wise and topic wise. So you studied one topic and you can attempt the questions from that topic. The answers are with explanations and there are very few errors in this book. Like usually there are many errors in the answer key, but this book has very few to zero errors. So I highly recommend this. If you want to buy this, you can buy this. I will share the link in the description. So let's just move on to the next thing. The next thing is that how many units you should target. So personally, I targeted 9 units completely and I did few topics from the other units. The one unit that I left completely was developmental biology. Other units I did like here and there. So the first 4 units were the basic 4 and those units are like must. You must do them. They create the base of everything else. So these basic 4 were like cell biology, biochemistry, cell signaling and immunology, and molecular biology. So other 4 you can choose as per your wish, which like speaks more to you, whichever unit speaks more to you and you have more like expertise or more interest, you can choose any other 4. What I did was like plant physiology, as I was from plant science, then genetics because I already had a good hold on genetics, then I did like ecology and evolution. These are the easiest units, you should do them as well. And then I did applied biology. I did few topics from methods in biology such as statistics, because in my master's program there were a subject like biostatistics, so it was like matching a lot, so I just revised that. Then I did like diversity of life forms. I just did the phylogenetic tree thing from the diversity of life forms. All other I didn't do anything, because in diversity, if you know something, you know you will do it even without studying. It will be like from your previous knowledge. So topics from animal physiology, as animal physiology is really intuitive and questions are usually easy from there. And even if you are from like different background and not of zoology, I myself wasn't of zoology, but I still did animal physiology because the questions are really easy and you can intuitively do that, because most of the animal physiology syllabus is of human biology and you yourself are human. Okay, so if you're already interested in that, you should study animal physiology. I recommend that. And I completely left development biology, but if you are from zoology, you should do that, because I have heard that there are to the point questions and it is a scoring unit. Sometimes it's also not, but to be honest, I think that every unit is scoring if you prepare it well. So just do 8 to 9 units, and those are more than enough. Don't even do like extra topics as I did. Just revise those units, like 8 to 9 units, revise them like 3 to 4 times, because in C section, if you are not 99% sure of the answer, please do not attempt it, because it's going to be wrong. It's definitely going to be wrong if you are not like 95 to 99% sure that that is the correct answer. And to get that surety in your mind, to get that thing that it is I am 99% sure, the key is revision. If you have revised like a lot and practiced a lot, that surety will come from there, from your revision and practice. So do not like focus on covering the maximum syllabus. I also myself did that in the start. Then I realized as I gave mock tests that no matter how many units I cover, it is going to go in vain definitely if I do not revise and practice. So then I started revising whatever I did and I stopped like studying the new things. So you should also focus on completing 8 to 9 units and then revising them again and again. Now talking about notes, I didn't make that much notes. I made like very short notes of some things that I may forget. Subjects that were more complex such as biochemistry, cell biology, molecular biology, genetics, just that, and cell signaling as well, because cell signaling had so many pathways. I would definitely forget it if I'm going to study from the teacher handouts. So I just made a chart of all the pathways side by side so that I remember them all and do not confuse them with each other. So you should decide for yourself. If you are a note person, like you make notes, you should definitely make notes of all the units and then revise from them. But personally speaking, I'm not a notes person. I do not make that much notes and I feel that it is really time consuming to make notes, so I wanted to save my time. So instead of making notes, I decided to like just memorize and revise stuff. I also feel that I only gave 2 revisions, but you should give more than 2 revisions because that is going to help you more. So that was about notes. So it's completely your decision, like what suits you. You should do that. But I should say that it's definitely possible even without notes or only with like few notes. Only write the things that you think that you will forget or like mix up, not all the things, because it will take so much of your time. Now moving on to the next thing, which is mock tests. So mock tests are the like main key to the success, because no matter how much syllabus you covered or no matter how much you revised or how many questions you practice, it can all go to vain if you will not like attempt mock tests. You should not give the mock test that is arranged by like online coaching academies, because the questions that they include in their mock test are not at par with the level of questions in CSIR-Net exams. They are a little bit easier, so it gives you false hope. You should give the mock test of previous year question papers, like save some question papers, for example December 2024 shift 1 or like June 2024 shift 2. Save these question papers. Do not attempt the questions from these years in your like PYQ practice, like your daily routine practice. Do not include questions from these, so that when you give all these mock tests, you have the actual idea that how much you might score in the actual exam. And you should start giving the mock test like 1 month before the exam begins. You should start giving the mock test, and before that you should only like practice previous year questions, and you should at least give like 7 to 8 mock tests. That will also help you with the time management. If you will not give mock tests, you will not be able to manage time well in the exam, and no matter how much you know or how much you might have scored, you will score below than your actual potential. So giving mock test is the must. Now, how to do all this in 6 months? It's not that difficult. You can easily cover the syllabus even if you give like 4 to 5 hours daily consistently for the 6 months, and you can even like get a good rank with that. So what you have to do is like there are 6 months, okay? So in the first 2 months you should complete the basic 4 units nicely, and then you should revise them. You should try to do another 4 units which is comparatively easier than the basic 4. For example, ecology and evolution will not that much time as much as biochemistry and molecular biology and all those subjects will take. So you can also increase the time like 2.5 months for the basic 4 and 1.5 months for the another 4. Then in remaining 2 months you have to practice, revise, and add one more unit if you want, or you can also study topics from the another units as well. And if you think that it is difficult to cover 4 units in like 2 months, it is not difficult. You just have to do 1 unit in 15 days, and I think that is more than enough. But even if you do not do that and you miss some units, for example you are not able to do 9 units, then you should do just 8, but do them completely, revise them efficiently, and practice previous year questions, give mock tests, and you're all set to clear the exam definitely.